Finally. Hopefully that's the last time we'll have to clear this place out.
That would be nice. Unfortunately, Keidel's cooperation has angered enough dissidents to last us a while.
Why us? These were her people. Why can't she clean up their mess?
We're Guardians. I'm told this is what we do.
I'm not. And I'm no political expert either, but seems to me that a ceasefire means that everyone minds their own.
I'm sure Keidel is doing what she can to bring them all to heel. At least that's what my gut tells me.
Your gut, huh? Well, my gut still has some shrapnel in it from the Red War, so...
We won't have many of these sorties left now that Zavala and Keidel worked it out.
Proof of how far the Vanguard has fallen.
Easy now. Some of my best friends are fallen.
How degrading.
Lord Saladin, we prevented an all-out war with no civilian casualties. This is a win.
It's weakness. A real leader gives no quarter or second chances. These are the creatures Zavala thinks will respect an armistice.
To be fair, the Cabal were focused on the Hive until we showed up.
They've established a base in Vanguard territory. On Earth. It's an act of aggression that should be met in kind.
These are clearly dissidents. Keidel lost a lot of support agreeing to a truce.
The Cabal are not guided by reason. As far as I can tell, neither is the Vanguard. Not anymore.
From what I've heard, the Iron Lord's definition of reason hasn't exactly been a winning strategy.
I think we're done here.
At least we agree on something.
Good work, Guardian. With the Scion's commander gone, we'll make quick work of the rest.
Zavala seems to think he can work it out with Keidel. Maybe we leave that to her.
I would have thought that you, of all people, would understand the need for decisive action.
Why? Because of Cade? Because of all the people I lost?
Because you're a soldier. And a survivor.
Killing Keidel's people won't bring mine back.
After everything that's been taken from you, you still have more to lose.
If we wipe out the Cabal, if we start thinking like the Hive, then we lose the most valuable thing of all.
Not too shabby, Guardian. This should buy us some time before the Cabal defectors regroup.
Hey, Crow, while we got a minute? I've been meaning to ask, how's it feel to be a hero?
Come again?
Zavala, everybody's talking about what went down at that treaty.
What did you hear? How much did they blow what I did out of proportion?
They're saying you took a knife for him.
You know me, Holiday. Always looking to make a good impression.
Well, you sure impressed me. For what that's worth.
You want to get a drink?
How many more times do we gotta clear this place out?
That depends on which brood these Hive belong to.
I meant the Cabal.
Ah, as long as they continue fighting against us, we will push back. Should the Empress violate our agreement...
She ain't a conqueror, Osiris. Not like we thought. For all your fancy magic, you sure missed the human side of her.
My fancy magic had nothing to do with this. Cabal aren't human.
Keidel and the Cabal are on the run without a home, chased by the Hive. That's a familiar story.
Don't confuse feelings for facts.
You talk like they ain't the same sometimes. Keidel's a protector, trying to find a home for her kin, no matter the cost.
And if that cost is your freedom?
We can all be better. You have to try. Fallen, Cabal. Hell, maybe there's even something left inside the Hive what's worth saving.
I hope you're right, Miss Holiday.
Watching the Guardian cut through the Hive just to beat down a Cabal commander makes me wish I could work more openly for the Vanguard.
After your service to Zavala, I could hardly deny you. He owes you his life.
He still thinks it's best if I stick to the shadows.
There are many who would not have made such a selfless gesture. Zavala should count his allies carefully. I'm surprised at the number of Cabal who revealed their true intentions following Keitel's armistice.
Are you? I would not be surprised if there were just as many Guardians who were repulsed by this decision.
Do you think the Cabal and Guardians so similar?
I think people with convictions will fight for them, whether or not those convictions are righteous ones. The Cabal who defied the ceasefire are the worst of them. They cling to desperate hopes of victory and glory, like the fools they are.
Humanity did much the same after the collapse. But where we could turn to the Traveler for salvation, I fear the Cabal have no alternative.
The Traveler would never accept the Cabal.
It isn't the Traveler we should be worried about.
A precision strike against holdouts. This is absurd. Keitel has tricked the Vanguard into fighting her political enemies for her.
The Vanguard have spoken. What more can be done but abide by their rules?
Don't come at me with this hypocrisy now that they've welcomed you back into their fold. You, of all people, should understand how short-sighted this is.
But there is a time to draw swords and a time to draw lines. The former has passed, and the latter... I can see which side of the line you stand on.
The same side I have always stood on. The side of humanity.
It may be time to find others who can toe the line as clearly as yourself, then.
Good work down there, Guardian. Make it look so easy.
Says one hero to another.
I'm no hero.
You are to the folks that matter. You and the Guardian, like peas in a pod.
I'm not accustomed to being in the spotlight like this.
You don't say.
I'm very mysterious.
A whole enigma.
Seriously, though, I can only take so much credit. You hang around great people long enough, and they'll start rubbing off on you.
The Cabal dissidents seem broken, easily crushed. I did not imagine this treaty would work, and yet, here we are.
Is that the voice of Lord Saladin I hear? Admitting fault? Truly, we are in dark times.
It is not fault. Time will be the arbiter of whether this holds, and I have no faith in that.
It would be in the Cabal's best interest to maintain a ceasefire. It would be in our interest, too.
Clever. Was your plan solely a proposition to placate Zavala's ego and buy time for a proper counteroffensive?
An interesting observation. Were that true, would you have a contingency plan?
I will. Soon. And when the time comes, I would go boldly if I knew I had you on my side.
Then go boldly, Lord Saladin. Highly the Cabal value honor. They don't seem to apply it very consistently. Fighting for the Empress' favor? Honorable. Rebelling against the Empress? Also honorable.
All depends on your definition, I guess. Seems the Cabal think of it more as personal glory. Something you win in battle. But when I think about honor, I think about it as something you do. Honor your parents, honor your commitments. It's about trust and doing right by people. And you definitely did right by the people of the last city today, Guardian.